just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from South Florida. On the return, Malik Washington. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. Take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown. They strike first.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. For an opener, Purdy to throw. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll run for the 1st time with their fullback. We try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
When you give the ball to the fullback, it just hits a lot faster. So it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to trust their reads and react. It's exactly what we saw here. They're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
We are through one. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. They face second down and 7. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Now Purdy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
He's got his tight end Kittle. And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's first and goal. Back to throw. Purdy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. That pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Purdy going to put it up again. That is Hunt, and he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short. Put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board.
They were stopped on second down, now third and goal from the 1. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. Powering forward. He's in. Kyle Juszczyk. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Washington now to return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led to...
That's going to be intercepted. Niners will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. Here comes 3rd and 6. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So on 4th down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, out to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our 2 teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. Samuel, gonna see what he can do. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Starts with a carry by McCaffrey. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Plays made on defense by Jordan Brooks. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that screen slow to development. They rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen. Third down. Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. He'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. Not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, but that's all. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. Now it's McCaffrey. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have a Niners first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
He looks middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And good red zone running here. Taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8. The middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here we go. First and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. He slams it in there, and he is in. Kyle Juszczyk, touchdown, 49ers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Washington now to return it. He'll get across the 5, and that's it. Good coverage. They got him down at the 6. Here is first and 10.
All right, fellas, listen up. Ready. Out.
Now former 49 is Raheem Mostert. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's second down. They'll drop to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
All right, come on.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 90 yards. Touchdown, Miami.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the run, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5. On second down, Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker can be a hero.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Short one there. Caught by Kittle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And with with that completion, now it puts them in prime position to win this game. Mike, I mean, at this point, all they have to do, protect the football, put it in a good spot where the kicker feels good about it, and hope your field goal team can be the hero.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Now they get the timeout. Interesting situation. Do they kick it here or run the risk of getting in another play, possibly not getting it down in time? We'll see. Here's McCaffrey. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away 3-point victory.